In 2024, following the State Council's guidelines on improving government services and boosting efficiency to get things done efficiently, all regions across China swiftly adopted key task lists to ensure its implementation. This has led to a drastic cut in the processing times, lighter public burdens, and significantly improved service convenience. This effort is part of China's broader push to reform public services. In Beijing, a megacity of 21 million people, efficient governance is essential to keep the city running smoothly. To address residents' urgent needs and daily concerns, the municipal government has prioritized one-stop government services, a policy aimed at simplifying administrative processes and improving public satisfaction with government services. As part of this initiative, the Beijing's 12345 hotline has become a cornerstone, serving as a direct and efficient channel between residents and the government. Whether it's a minor inconvenience or a pressing issue, dialing 12345 ensures that your voices are heard and the problems are likely to be resolved promptly. What is 12345? Why is it needed? What is the secret to its success? How has it fundamentally transformed the relationship between the government and the public? Let's take a look at Beijing's 12345 hotline and explore the systemic changes that it brings about and how it redefines the public administration model in China. Different from traditional customer service hotline, Beijing's 12345 hotline is a highly integrated and sophisticated platform that allows residents to connect with the appropriate government departments, ensuring that their complaints, inquiries, and suggestions are addressed efficiently and systematically. The name 12345 comes from the simple and easy to remember phone number residents dial to report an issue. Whether a resident is dealing with a faulty street light, traffic congestion, sanitation concerns, or even social issues like access to health care or social security, they can dial 12345 to lodge their complaint. The system records the complaint and automatically routes it to the relevant department for resolution. What makes the system so effective is its integration, responsiveness, and accountability. Residents are also asked to provide feedbacks once the issue is resolved, allowing the government to continuously improve the quality of its services. Now that we understand the background of how this hotline was established, let's take a closer look at how it works in practice. When a resident calls the 12345 hotline, the operator first listens to the complaint and records its details. Then the operator assigns a unique case number to the complaint, ensuring that it can be tracked through the system. The system automatically categorizes the issue based on the type of complaint and routes it to the appropriate government department. For example, if the complaint concerns a broken street light, it will be directed to the local municipal utility department. If it involves a social issue, such as inadequate health care services, it will be routed to the relevant health department. Once the complaint is received by the designated government department, a team will be assigned to investigate and resolve the issue. The department is required to provide a timeline for its resolution, and the resident is kept informed of its progress. If the issue is not resolved within the set time frame, the department will be held accountable for the delay. The 12345 system also allows for feedback collection. After the issue is resolved, the resident is contacted and asked to rate the service he or she received. This feedback is then used to assess the effectiveness of government services and identify areas for improvement. If a complaint is not resolved to the resident's satisfaction, the case can be referred for further review. On average, over 1,700 phone operators receive 60,000 calls a day. According to the time, location, and category, a call is transferred to the appropriate organization within 1 minute. In 2023, the resolution rate of public requests and the public satisfaction rate for the Beijing's 12345 hotline reached 95.5% and 96.1% respectively. Behind the impressive numbers is the hard work of the operators, community workers, and staff members from all government departments. Apart from the phone, the hotline also operates via a mini program and other online channels. Online inquiries account for over 17.4% of the total. While many countries have adopted citizen service hotlines in urban governance, Beijing's 12345 hotline stands out as a powerful and innovative tool for transforming how the government works. To begin with, the hotline exemplifies an efficient model of cross-departmental coordination and multi-stakeholder collaboration in tackling complex urban issues, eliminating the bureaucratic delay. In 2019, the hotline changed the way the government works by evolving from separate, isolated responses to a more connected and efficient system. It did this by combining over 50 different city hotlines, like those for utilities, traffic, and the environment, into one easy-to-use platform. This reduced the confusion and unnecessary overlap that came with the old way of doing things. Secondly, performance tracking based on resolution speed and resident ratings fosters accountability. The hotline evaluates its performance and the effectiveness of government through 3 key metrics: response rate, completion rate, and satisfaction rate. The response rate measures how quickly departments address complaints. The completion rate tracks the percentage of resolved issues and complaints. And the satisfaction rate measures residents' contentment with the handling and results of their complaints. These metrics are regularly ranked to promote government's accountability and continuous improvement. Like e-commerce platforms, where rankings influence vendor success, the 12345 hotline ranks sub-districts monthly based on response time, completion rate, and resident satisfaction. This approach fosters a more responsive and people-oriented government. By focusing on these metrics, the hotline ensures complaints are not only heard, but also resolved promptly and effectively. The 12345 hotline supports people-first governance by proactively responding to public concerns. It gathers extensive feedbacks from residents, giving leaders insight into common and recurring issues. By tracking frequent complaints and analyzing categorized data, the city prioritizes reforms and adjusts policies accordingly. This shifts the hotline from handling individual cases to targeting root causes, turning reactive responses into proactive, precision governance that tackles major urban challenges at the source. Since its establishment as a measures hotline in 1987, the 12345 hotline has expanded from one phone line with 3 operators to a modern civic service platform with 750 service seats and over 1,700 staff. It now uses big data, cloud computing, and AI to integrate multi-channel access, including phone, internet, WeChat, and Weibo, enabling residents to submit complaints via voice, photo, or video with automatic GPS tagging for faster processing. Meanwhile, to enhance international services, the hotline service offers support in 8 languages, meeting the needs of visitors from all over the world and expatriates working and living in the city. To improve responsiveness, the hotline uses AI-powered text analysis to categorize over 50,000 daily inquiries and refer cases to relevant departments within minutes. Machine learning detects recurring issues such as seasonal utility failures or traffic congestion, enabling proactive measures that prevent 15% of problems from escalating. Real-time dashboards and heat maps help officials monitor citywide grievances and allocate resources efficiently. Agency performance is tracked and ranked automatically to promote accountability. Beijing's 12345 hotline has redefined urban governance through cutting-edge technological integration, creating a model of predictive, participatory, and precision-driven public service. In the heart of Beijing's bustling Xicheng district, 72-year-old Miss Zhang faced a crisis. Her apartment's heating system failed during a bitter -10°C winter night. With her children abroad and limited tech skills, she dialed 12345, a number she'd heard neighbors call the People's Hotline. At 8:47 p.m., an AI voice assistant greeted her in clear Mandarin, instantly detecting urgency from keywords like heating and elderly. Within 30 seconds, her case was prioritized and routed to both the District Heating Bureau and a community volunteer team. At 9:15 p.m., a repair crew arrived, dispatched via the Hotline Smart Gray system that pinpointed Ms. Zhang's location and the nearby available technicians. At 10:30 p.m., her heating resumed. But the story didn't end there. The hotline's AI flagged 23 similar complaints that night from aging housing complexes. By dawn, city inspectors launched a district-wide inspection, uncovering corroded pipes in 15 buildings, a systemic issue now slated for municipal renovation. The next morning, a volunteer from the Silver Guardians program, a hotline-initiated elderly support network, visited Ms. Zhang, showing her how to use WeChat for future requests. "I thought it was just a helpline," she remarked, "but it's like having 1,000 neighbors watching out for you." In 2023 alone, such small stories drove 1,247 infrastructure upgrades across Beijing, proving that in this megacity of 21 million people, no voice is too faint to reshape its future. Recently, a patient with spinal muscular atrophy, or SMA, sent a thank you letter to the Beijing Disabled Persons Federation and the Beijing Municipal Education Commission. During the 2024 high school entrance exams, she and several other SMA candidates received special treatments. A 30% extension in exam time. This change came from a 12345 service request. Earlier, a parent had contacted the hotline, explaining that their child with SMA was unable to complete the exams within the given time, and asked if similar treatments for college entrance exams could be provided for the high school entrance exams. After discussions between the Disabled Persons Federation and relevant departments, a series of measures were introduced to support disabled candidates. Extended exam time for SMA candidates and visually impaired individuals. Provision of Braille or large print test papers for visually impaired candidates, along with permission to use Braille writing tools. Exemption from foreign language listening tests for hearing impaired candidates, allowing them to use hearing aids or cochlear implants. To better address the needs of disabled individuals, the Federation launched a pairing mechanism for immediate response in early 2023. As of November 2024, it has processed 7,357 cases with a 100% response rate and over 99% satisfaction rate. The Beijing's 12345 hotline embodies the people-centered governance by making the government accessible, responsive, and accountable. More than just a phone service, it acts on a wide range of resident concerns, from broken street lights to healthcare questions, ensuring each call leads to action. By addressing issues promptly and tracking outcomes, the hotline turns public feedbacks into tangible improvements. It also uses data to identify recurring problems, guiding policy and resource allocation for greater impact. In a city as large as Beijing, the hotline demonstrates the power of listening. It shows that governance means serving the people, not managing bureaucracy. Every call helps shape a better city, where everyone has a voice, and every voice helps drive changes.